It's a warm welcome to the land of 1,000 hills and PK Arena, the site of tectonic shifts as the giants of the BAL clash in the BAL's Final Four. Stade Malien and Ahly set to do battle. The Crocodiles of Bamako, the conquerors of the Sahara Conference. They look to make history as debutants in the competition. Standing in their way awaits a stern test in the form of the Red Devils, Ahly, as can they stand firm and stake their claim for the crown. The starting five for Stade Malien.
Well, it is Kelvin Amayo Aliou Diarra who's leading the season 3 in rebounds, 13.2, 15.6% from the field. It's been incredible, dependable for them. Suleiman Berthe, John Wilkins, who was amazing against the Cape Town Tigers, recording a double-double there, and obviously joined by Gregory Foster, the new recruit.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Rebounds, 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 the conversation, and here's the starting five for Ahly.
Micah Thompson will be leading the backcourt there for the Red Devils. Nuni Omot, Amir Zahran, Omar Orabi, the 7-footer, and former MVP in the Egyptian League, Ehab Amin. He's been amazing and growing in stature, and that man, Jube, he's been amazing. He's already won with Zamalek in season 1. He's trying to do the same thing here with Ahly, but first they have to beat Stade Malien.
When you look at Amir Zahran, 16 points, 3 rebounds, and a single assist in their last outing. But that man in the center of the paint, Aliou Diarra, there's so much talk about him and his energy. 18 points, 13 rebounds, a double-double machine. That is his average. 10 fast break points. He gets up and down the floor in a hurry. How much of an impact will he have in the semi-final inside the paint for Ahly? The 7-foot figure of Orabi should be fascinating. It's the Red Devils and the young Stade Malien team. Second semi-final from the PK Arena. And we are underway. It is the Red Devils and Juice Thompson who control on the first possession.
Now that's interesting to see how Ahly will deal with this Stade Malien team.
First touch, Orabi inside the paint. He blows the layup. Quick find from Amin.
A good defense there from Aliou Diarra, and that's what is expected of him coming up against the 7-footer.
Foster, first touch. And now Amayo. Diarra sets the screen. And the pass is errant, goes over the head of Berthe, who signals, and they know that that's their first turnover.
It is really a bad pass there from Amayo to literally try to get the ball across the court, but they'll try and play good defense there on this Ahly possession.
Well, maybe some nerves, and that's uncharacteristic for veteran Juice Thompson. He just lets concentration slip for a second and called for the carry, and they get a turnover. And just the look there.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate there for Micah Thompson. He's been amazing for the Egyptian champions.
No score yet in this one. Amayo. So many different options for this young Stade Malien team. And Amayo drives space. Pass. Berthe first shot as the shot clock winds down. It's long. Zahran controls. Thompson. Now the call for the screen. Amin. He's a tough cover. Onto the baseline, Zahran catches and shoots. He comes off the front iron. A long rebound into the hands of Foster. Nervy start.
Still no score after 1 minute. A bit of jitters, like you said, Q.
There's Foster with the left hand. First two in the semi-final goes to Stade Malien.
It's a very smart move there from Gregory Foster to literally attack the basket. There was defense from Amir Zahran. He came up against Orabi, the 7-footer, but he got the flottering.
Experience there at the point guard position for Foster. 3-pointer from Thompson. Front iron, gets it right back. Floats up, floats in.
Beautiful basket there from Thompson to level up in this game. He's been knocking on that door, and finally he gets his first points in this game.
Deposits 2 from the back, and that is 2 for Thompson and Ahly. We're tied up. Just about 2 minutes played. Foster. Round, he goes. Berthe, extra pass. Amayo comes off the front line, and they going late into the shot clock on almost every possession. Stade Malien, and now it's Amort. Into the body of that man Wilkins, and it will be first foul call.
It's going to be interesting to see how Nuni Omot levels up against John Wilkins. Of course, Wilkins with that double-double against the Cape Town Tigers in the quarterfinal. 18 points, 12 rebounds. He'll want to replicate that in this game. But of course, Ahly, a bigger opponent in terms of experience, but also really the content and the talent that they have on the floor.
Yeah, Nuni Omot is a dynamic scorer. South Sudanese comes in with a lot of pedigree, having led his team to the World Cup for the first time, and he makes his first 2 free throws, and he's definitely going to be a focal point of the defensive coverage for Stade Malien. It is Foster. Hands off to Diarra. Amayo. Now Diarra around the screen. Wilkins, well covered. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Diarra, first touch, makes the extra pass to the corner. Floated in, and that's the opening score for Amayo from the corner.
It's a beautiful finish there from Kelvin Amayo. He was trying on the right side, but finally got going on the left side with that 3-pointer.
Deliberate, considered offense. Omot, Thompson, Orabi tries the long-range shot, and there's Diarra cleaning up on the rebound.
Diarra always cleaning up for Stade Malien. He's very aggressive in that paint.
Zaran picking up a foul, and he's going to have a tough job. Berthe sporting a new hairstyle. He's got the new look for the semifinals.
Yeah, super great hairstyle there to display on Africa Day, no?
It's all about culture. It's all about the look and the image.
Yeah, the celebration of Africa. Great to see the players also really enjoying themselves.
Berthe's long-range shot chased down by Diarra. Diarra rebounds, contact, and he is the leading offensive rebounder in this BAL, and you get to see why. He's over the 7-foot frame of Arabi.
Well, looking at Aliou Diarra, he's going to continue to ask those questions of Arabi. He's faster than him and really also smaller, but he's quick on his feet and he's decisive, and he's one of the dependable players for this Stade Malien team.
Young, dynamic 21-year-old Aliou Diarra has attracted a lot of attention with his play inside the paint. It's his scoring and just his overall presence. When you look at him, it looks like he stands about 6'8", but when he puts those arms up, it's like the lights go up.
Indeed, the lights go up. He brings a lot of good energy to Kabakante's team, and just seeing some of the Malian fans here in Kigali supporting their team.
6'4", just a well-contested start, and Amin steps back for 2.
It's a nice finish there from Ahab Amin. Once he's given space, he looks at it, he has eyes on the basket, and he scores easily.
Coming off his MVP performance, Amin Berthe's shot. Long rebound, tap to Diarra. Quick play, quick finish, and Diarra rolling on the offensive end.
That's exactly what we were talking about, Aliou Diarra. It's a name that everyone needs to remember.
I mean, long strides and that skilled finish with the left hand. Fantastic take.
That's 4 points consecutively for Ahab Amin. Very aggressive on the offensive side and key for the Egyptian side.
Diarra. Why not? Feeling it. The long rebound is controlled again. Wilkins from the elbow. Tapped back. Now into the hands of Zaran. Amin. Open. Amin. Long range shot. This comes off the front iron. And that's a nice little bit of transition play for Al Ahly. There's contact called off the ball. It'll be the 13th foul, second one on Arabi, and this might be a crucial moment in the game.
Wow, Arabi having a tough time there in that paint up against Aliou Diarra. But on the other side, Ahab Amin did a great job, just continuing to be the scoring option for Al Ahly.
Well, just a very tempered start by both these teams. The turnover, Solomon Berthe and Robbie, another that you're courtside. Does it feel like there's a little bit more tension than usual in the arena and on court?
Yeah, I think that you know, having seen what AS Douane did to Petro Luanda has obviously changed the atmosphere. As we saw Omar provide us with a wonderful layup there. I think that there's definitely more tension going from the first semi-final, and everybody knows that you just get, when you get to this position and this stage of the competition, anybody can win. They're all title contenders, Q.
Everybody is a title contender. Foster Amat in front of him. Foster forces up a shot, comes off the front eye. Amat chases down, and it looks like there's some contact. Body sprawled everywhere on the floor. Contact is called, and it's been tense to say the least here at the BK Arena as Ahly hold on to a 1-point lead. It's 9 points to 10 with 4:51 left, and we'll have a break. We'll be back on the other side of this. High stakes basketball at the BK Arena has a final spot on the line. Stade Malien trail Ahly by just 1 point, and we've seen a little bit of a tense start from both of these very, very good clubs. A lot to play for in timeout. Just a chance to set the strategy a little bit for both the coaches.
Yeah, you look at Stade Malien, they were struggling there to play defense on Ahly. Let's see what Coach Kabakante has come up with.
Thompson floats up and floats in. That is sublime offense, finds some space, and top 2 for Thompson.
That is 6 straight points from the left side. Stade Malien have failed to deal with that Ahly offense there.
Turnover. Now a chance out on the fast break. Amin holds. Amin finishes. Count the bucket and 1.
It is a bit of a silly foul there from Amayo, but beautiful play from Ehab Amin. He's locked in. You can see the look on his eyes. He's really looking for, you know, the best option there. The drive, easy, precision, has eyes on the basket, and he scores the easy 2 points.
Well, Amin has been getting steadily better for this Ahly team. Limited usage to start out the beginning of conference play, and in the quarterfinal exploded for 23 points alongside his 6 rebounds, and now picks up 3 important points. While we have a second, Robbie, could you pick up anything out of the timeout?
Yeah, Coach Kawakante saying, yeah, il faut rentrer dans le visage, il faut aller dedans. So basically you have to get in their faces, which that nearly fell. Get in their faces, make it really complicated defensively because they're just getting too much space to get their shots in, and they're all finding themselves in pockets of space and getting their shots in quite big time in Ahly.
Well, they got to certainly pick up that intensity. Diarra! There's 2 transition points, and he calls for calm as he makes a very, very cool bucket.
That's a big bucket there from Aliou Diarra, just to show that he has the medicine to deal with the 7-footer Arabi in the paint.
Arabi in a bit of trouble. Long range shot. Amin.
Be careful every time that you say O'Robbie. I think you're saying O'Robbie, so just be careful, okay? I'll come in quite a lot otherwise.
Another look at Diarra as he comes in off transition. He had 10 fast break points in the win over the Tigers in the quarterfinal, and it's his diverse style of play. He's definitely going to be a focal point here. Wilkins. Amayo. That comes off the hands there of that man, Aliou Diarra.
Well, there's been a change on the floor with Arabi going to the bench and Ismail coming onto the floor. He will be a problem for Aliou Diarra because he can move easily on his feet. He's quick there, and he provides the same size in that paint.
Gets the contact, and now there's a chance for him to go to the free throw line. It's been just a little bit tempered here as both teams just feeling each other out. Not as fast-paced as the last game that we saw, but each game will have its own particular speed and tempo in there. Off the ball foul, and it's Diarra to the free throw line. 18 points. And I think they get it right. The conversation will be around Foster or Diarra, and Foster is going to be the person shooting.
Yeah, Foster, he's doing a great job leading from the backcourt. He's able to distribute that ball and also attack the basket and drawing those fouls from Ahly, so they'll have to try and deal with that. But if he can't convert on the free throw line, that will be definitely a problem for Stade Malien on the night.
Greg Foster brought in, played his basketball in the NCAA for the Saginaw Valley State Cardinals, and also spent some time in Mexico and the Dominican Republic. And now there is Is that a time violation call? There's a lot of confusion here on the floor. Looks like 5 seconds is the call, and so it will be Ahly basketball. Strange, but it is a chance here for the Red Devils. Thompson, 4-point lead. Ahmad guarded tightly by Wilkins. Ahmad steps back, comes off the front eye, and the rebound controlled again. Diarra.
It is good defense there from John Wilkins. It's going to be an interesting matchup, as we said earlier.
Amayo spins it, it does go. Now they have numbers on the fast break. Thompson goes up, goes under, it's 2 to the total.
Beautiful finish there from Michael Thompson. He sees John Wilkins under the basket, and it just goes to the right. Easy basket, and he's really doing a great job of attacking the basket, and now he has 6 points.
Now the steal, and this contact on the floor as Wilkins and Ahmad get tied up. The call here on the floor is for unsportsmanlike. But transition basketball is where this Ahly team really look good in the open floor coming downhill. Substitutions for this team. You look at Thompson go back, up, under, and in for 2.
There's a celebration there on the Ahly bench as Ahly, who's put in a great shift, 7 points so far in this game, is substituted, and in comes the New Zealander Corey Webster.
Well, Webster has been dynamic for Ahly off the bench. Ismail in for Arabi. Couple of changes. Thompson, quick fire 3. Still no connection. Ismail gonna work. Ismail patrolling the paint is Diarra. They keep alive. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Webster spins, fires, and great defense. Ball is going to be picked up by Keita. Solomon Birthday. Quiet so far. There's a little bit of contact. He goes to ground. Diarra is there. Gets it back and dunks the ball. Wow, wow, wow. Aliou Diarra. Where do you come from?
Incredible from Aliou Diarra. He saw the opportunity to get a second chance there, got the ball, and was able to just dunk it there. But also really it's a moment that gives him some confidence. But just looking at Suleiman Berthe on the floor, let's look at the replay there.
The hand goes across the face from Ismail. He goes right. Berthe throws it up, and this was just tenacious play from that man Diarra. Threw it up off the board, got it back, and slammed it down. And a little bit of concern as Suleiman Berthe going to make his way to the locker room. And that might be a scary moment for Coach Kabakante.
It is a scary moment indeed. He's one of the key players for Stade Malien. He partners really well with Aliou Diarra. He's not been lucky with his shots so far in the game, but his presence means so much, especially on the defensive side.
It's Ahly basketball. Webster call for the travel. 7 points is what Amin has. Webster yet to contribute. Juice Thompson has 6. And they've been the primary contributors for Ahly in the first quarter.
It is just the second turnover for Ahly. They've been solid on the offensive side, communicating and just really looking for those easy baskets in the paint.
Fadeaway shot, and there's some contact right there. Sisuma comes in for Berthe on that injury, and he's going to get a chance now to just go to the free throw. And he hasn't seen much time, Sisuma, through conference play and in the knockouts, but a chance for the Mali international to come and make an impact. This team is very young. Sisuma, 21 years old as well, and that youth can be an advantage, but we'll see how much of a factor that will be as the game develops.
Mali, who have the best grassroots program on the African continent. You can see the way that they play, the fundamentals, and how they execute with the ball movement on the offensive side as well as on defense. But there's been a change on the floor. Aliou Diarra will get a deserved rest as Ruben Chinyelu, the BAL Elevate player from the NBA Africa Academy, gets onto the floor.
Sisuma makes both. And now it's a 1-point game. Thompson guarded tightly. Keita. And work here for Webster. Trying to work the pick and roll. Mayo strips him clean. Mayo!
Fantastic defense there from Amayo. He steals the ball. He has a straight highway to the basket, dunks it, and just slams it down.
Ties the game up at 17. Ahmad guarded tightly. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Thompson pulls the long-range shot, comes off the back iron. Amayo picks up the rebound. 1 second differential between shot and game clock. Amayo. Chinyelo. Left-hand hook or left-hand layup, no good. This should be the final possession of the first half. Webster. Webster tries to drop off in the pick and roll. Ball is stolen. A chance for Keita. Throws up, and the whole crowd screaming as Chinyelo caught the basketball. Won't be able to complete the alley-oop play. And another look at the defensive work from Amayo. Strips Webster clean, and he goes up, in, count the bucket. That is just fantastic work from Amayo as he levels proceedings here in an exciting first quarter. And at the end of one, it's Stade Malien 17, Ahly 17. Second quarter action about to get underway, and it's been a Aliou Diarra show in the first quarter for Stade Malien. 8 points, 5 rebounds, and he just continues to build on what has already been an impressive showing throughout BAL play.
Well, Diarra has so much help there from Kelvin Amayo, who's added 5 points, and that dunk right there from the steal. Just incredible energy that we've seen on the floor, but there's been a change on the floor right now as Keita comes onto the court right now for Stade Malien.
Well, it is the two Keitas, Sisuma, Chinyelo, and Amayo, who are on the floor for Stade Malien. There's a contact call off the ball. It looks like Amin and Keita get tangled up. Amin walking away, and he's likely going to be the guilty party and called for that contact.
It is his fast foul. Ehab Amin has been playing good defense so far.
Well, it's actually Mike Fakwadi.
Fakwadi, yes. It is on Fakwadi.
Well, we have a chance. Robbie, we just had a first quarter break. Could you pick up anything from the coaches?
I was just watching Suleiman Berte. He's going to come back on, of course. He's had an ice pack to his left eye. He's okay.
Oh, my goodness. Amayo for 3.
Beautiful 3 there. He saw the space and he delivered the goods. 8 points for that man.
Well, Suleiman Berte will have something to come into. Is a little bit of momentum here for Stade Malien. Keita guarding that man. Gendi trying to work inside with that unconventional style of play, and his left hand draws the contact inside. Very experienced. Gendi working just inside, tries to get over the frame of Chinyelo. And another look at Amayo on the step back 3.
There's a beautiful 3. He stepped back, he had some space, he saw the ring, and he delivered the goods. And on the other side, Gendi just being unable to deliver on the free throw line for his first one. Started to play for Egypt in 2009. He's a veteran of this Al Ahly side and brings that experience on the court for Jube's team.
He gets different minutes in different games, and now being opted for in this one by Coach Jube. Nonetheless, it's Stade Malien attacking. Amayo given the keys to the offense right now. Calvin Amayo, a lot of more touches on the offensive end, and he continues to provide value, driving baseline.
Well, Amayo, he's the man who has the hot hand right now. He's definitely the one they're looking to give the ball because he can drive into the paint, he can shoot, and he has the capacity to change and turn around the fate of this Stade Malien team.
8 points, Calvin Amayo. Spent some time playing for Zamalek in Iran, and here he is. Misses absolutely everything from the free throw line. And see the face of Coach Kabakante on that miss.
Amayo had an opportunity to extend Stade Malien's lead here to 4 points, but he was unable to see through those free throws as Suleiman Berte gets back onto the court, and he'll give Amayo some rest, a deserved rest.
Well, Amayo will leave the court with just 8 points. Now Ahly basketball. 2018, the score. Webster. Fakwade, first touch. Fakwade. Double team, the ball kicked out, and the great defensive pressure as Fakwade is rushed by this very, very stern Stade Malien defense, and that's a turnover.
Fakwade is struggling since he came onto the court. He had an earlier turnover, foul.
Chinyelu can't get the put back. There's a scramble for the ball. Now it is sharp play there. Sisuma, great heads-up play. Was on his knees, puts the ball out and off the body of Fakwade, who was down on the ground.
It's a good display there of basketball IQ from Sisuma to make sure that the ball comes off Fakwade without necessarily hurting his face.
And Fakwade is one of the few guys left in this competition who knows what winning looks like, picked up by Ahly just coming into this BAL finals. Of course, was with Zamalek and Coach Shube in that winning season. Now, Webster. Hard screen, and Suleiman Berte, who's been in the wars, as he goes to ground. And there's a contact call. And that's man Ishmael is going to have to take him with a third team foul. He picks up his first foul, does Ishmael. 3 for Ahly.
Looking at how Stade Malien have decided to deal with the pick and roll, it's good energy there, especially from Suleiman Berte, and that's exactly what he brings onto the court for the Malian champions.
Keita to the other Keita. 3 ball off the back iron. It's held by Chinyelu. Back out it comes, and there's a travel for Makan Keita, the captain. The guilty party on that one.
Yeah, he was definitely guilty, Makan Keita. And you can see the frustration there on Coach Kabakante's face. He expects better of the captain. He's a leader, but also he's really the point guard that needs to control this game.
Now Ali. Fakwade. Going back to that ISO. And now Fakwade going strength to strength against Isuma, trying to back him down. The foul is called, second one for Stade Malien, first one on Sisuma. And you just look, trying to work into a point where he can try and get into the ISO situation, and Sisuma called for the foul. It is Ahly basketball. Webster. Shot comes off the back iron, controlled by Keita. Suleiman Berte. Drop off pass to Chinyelu is picked up by Webster. Great read. Quiet period of offense for both of these teams. The drop off into the path, and that's a score by Saif. And that is what Amin can do in and around the pick and roll.
It is a big bucket there for Saif to introduce himself into this fixture, because Jube already had Orabi and Ismail on the floor, and he's just really there to continue that play and bring fresh legs.
Quick fire shot by Sisuma comes off the front iron. It's Webster and Amin. Tied at 20. 6:57 left. Webster drives in, pulls up. It's going to get called for the push-off. Suleiman Berte goes to ground once again, and it's going to be a foul call here. Corey Webster.
It is his second offensive foul, and just looking at that hand on Suleiman Berte's chest, is gone to the ground, but he's okay. So far, he's the guy who spent the most time on the floor queue.
Just off that foul, and now a substitution as they continue to look for answers. It's been a tightly contested one.
And that's what we expect here in the semifinals of Season 3.
High-stakes basketball. It is a place in the finals that both these teams are searching for. Amin, back iron. Long rebound. Keita into the hands of Brete. Thought about the three. He drives right into the paint. It's blocked. Ahly have numbers. Amin comes off the front iron, and Amin, the radar is just not locked in from long range.
Looking at Fakwade, he's doing so much work there for Ahly in that paint. He brings so much experience, but also size to sort of help safe deal with the Malians in the paint.
Only been 6 points scored, 3 apiece since the quarter break. Pass dropped off. Chinyelu cleans it out.
Chinyelu there, the Nigerian BAL Elevate player, just growing in confidence, one possession at a time, and just bringing that size to the Stade Malien team.
Long range shot from Gendi. Continue to have struggles from the outside, does Ahly. They put up around 34 shots a game from the outside, and they'll continue to search for 3 opportunities. There's Berthe. Chinyelu sets the screen. Chinyelu, hook shot. It spins around and goes in. 2 points for Ruben Chinyelu.
In the last 20 seconds, it's been a rebound and it's been a basket there for Chinyelu. Beautiful play for the teenager, and he needed that. He's been working so hard.
A block and the finish for Chinyelu. Now it's Gendi. He's going to be running the point guard. Gendi tapped away. Keita to the other Keita. Berthe! Solomon Berthe takes off.
Incredible there, Q. Amazing.
Well, a couple of great defensive possessions here for Stade Malien as they seize some momentum. Looking for a reply. Ahly. Amin drives in. Amin! Count the bucket.
It is the 3rd time he's going to the left side and driving and beating that Stade Malien defense. They had tried to deal with it in the first quarter, but now he's back to it. He's saw a gap and he drives easily to the basket. Ehab Amin, that's 9 points for the Egyptian.
And another look at the fast break opportunity, taking off. Solomon Berthe got a lot to say out on the fast break. Stade Malien and Ahly locked in battle. A beautiful fast break. 24-22, the score here at BK Arena. We'll be back after this. Well, we're back at BK Arena. It's 24-22 in favor of Stade Malien, and it has been tightly contested. The second quarter now low scoring as defense seems to be coming to the fore for both teams, and certainly strategy going to be very important. Talking about strategy, we'll take a chance to go across courtside where Robbie Knock is patrolling the sidelines.
Patrolling being the key word there, Q. Marshalling as well, that's what I'm doing. Coach Julbe, you're walking, guys. You're not moving. Shift yourselves. Make it real. Get into position. You know, you've got to move. He really did slam and open up with some big words against his players.
Well, movement is key, and so is energy, and they're coming up against a very energetic Stade Malien team. Fakwade, shot falls in. That is just fantastic touch from Fakwade.
He's been knocking on that door, playing big defense, and finally he's been rewarded on the offensive side, but also he's been patient. He gives them a whole different feel, and also really to support what Ehab Amin has been able to amass so far in this game.
Well, in his opening season for Zamalek, averaged 33% from the three-point line. Fakwade can shoot the ball from downtown. There's a substitution now. Amin gonna have a break, contributing 10 points, and only Ahly player in double figures. Meanwhile, Captain Keita to the free throw line. Stade Malien, he's got a chance to tie it up. Averaging just about 3 points a game. He's played 23 minutes for Coach Kaba Keita. Under 17 World Cup for Mali team that you talk about development on the continent, and they certainly do get it right in terms of winning young competition, especially Afrobasket.
Yes, absolutely. They've done a great job on the youth level, under 16, under 18. The trophy cabinet is very incredible to see.
Fakwade spins baseline, this contact and trying to figure out the matchup here. Aliou Diarra and Ruben Chinyelo. And the coverage, Fakwade causing a little bit of problem. Beautiful baseline spin and coming across on the help was Chinyelo.
Well, looking at Aliou Diarra and Chinyelo, they'll need to communicate in that pain. But Fakwade, he's on fire right now. He's the man to give the ball to, but as he fails to score on that fast free throw.
Nigerian 31-year-old is listed at 201 and played his college basketball from Northern Illinois and Illinois Springfield. He gets 1 of 2. And a 1-point lead for Ahly. Chance for Mali. Stade Malien. Bertek finds Diarra. Diarra blocked. Fakwade. Possession stays with Stade Malien. Keita can't float up and in. Fakwade controls. Back the other way.
There's a lot of bodies there from Ahly in that paint. They're giving themselves a chance.
Safe, turns, hits, and that is the pass, crisp pass from Thompson. Finds a wide open save. He was so surprised to be caught that open.
Stade Malien failing to communicate there on the defensive side. They find themselves in spaces, 3 players in one side.
Bertek, shot comes up. There's Diarra. The combination of Diarra and Chinyelo inside the paint will be a handful here for Ahly. They have length and athleticism and will certainly be a factor. Another look there. Diarra and Fakwade. And back the other way, the dime. And the turn and finish from Safe.
Very good energy there from Safe. He brings onto the court, just continuing to provide size on defense and on offense. And Aliou Diarra smelling the chance to deliver and to just continue attacking that basket.
Mali international was selected for the first time this year and in the road to the Basketball Africa League. Only averaged 11.8 points and 11.5 boards. Was still double-double average, but has taken a real jump since being on the BAL stage. You see Chinyelo going to the bench. And John Wilkins enters for Stade Malien. Rebound is controlled. Ahly and Thompson. Foster guarding tightly. Ahmad. The pass to Fakwade. Fakwade, left-hand layup is a tad bit strong, well contested by Diarra. He's going to get called for the foul.
It is 2 personal fouls there for Aliou Diarra and Danger, as Fakwade continues to be the man that has been given the scoring duties there for Ahly. He's finding the space, and really the mismatch there in size is working for Ahly.
Fakwade seems to like the matchups inside the paint. Doesn't matter on which coverage comes his way. He's looking to be aggressive with ball in hand, and he picks up a chance to go back to the free throw line, create just a little bit of comfort on the scoreboard.
Fakwade won the BAL Season 1 with Zamalek, who are the rivals of Ahly, but he's here to do one job and try and help the Egyptian Giants to win their first ever BAL title. But to do that, they need to first beat Stade Malien today.
Bertek, turnaround jumper is good. Extends right over the defense. Solomon Bertek, soft touch, feathery finish.
That's exactly why Coach Julbe actually brought Fakwade into the team, because he knows the systems and he played under him for Zamalek in the first season. Logical choice.
Certainly is a logical choice, and now providing value on the floor. Safe. It's been great off the bench, captain Safe, but Foster. Amayo. Diarra. Space. Elevates and hits. Wow. There's not much that this man can't do on offense.
Absolutely incredible there from Aliou Diarra. He looks at Safe, he sees he's not putting up his hands, and he jumps into the air, space, and boom, 2 points.
Ahmad, it's been quiet there. Drives baseline. Zaran back. Ahmad, corner 3. Front iron. Diarra, another rebound. Foster drops off. Amayo left hand. Fantastic transition basketball from Stade Malien.
Wow, incredible there from Amayo. Just like a highway performance there from him, and he's really doing and putting in all that work, Amayo. It's 10 points for him, second player to go into double digits for Stade Malien.
Safe, thought about it. Now back into that man for Aquatic. Wilkins on the matchup. Up, over, and then great defensive work by the Stade Malien team. 1 minute left here in the second quarter. Foster turns and scores. Beautiful, fancy footwork and a fantastic finish.
Great momentum there from Stade Malien to take a 4-point lead in this game. They've been working hard on defense, and they're rewarded on the other side of the court.
Abul Nasser and bundling into the body of that man, Birthday, who goes down once again, is safe, and he walks away, but just around the pick and roll, right into the body of Birthday, and moving screen right in front of the referee. He's been in the wars today, Suleiman Birthday.
It's great size there from Suleiman Birthday. He's big in size. He can match the Egyptians on that front, as Safe heads back to the bench, and he's been replaced by Ismail. But looking at the replay there, Grigory with an incredible finish and assist to Amayo.
Great transition bucket, 4-point lead. Stade Malien. Now it's Amayo. Out they go. Wilkins catches, shoots, and hits. It's 3 more. Wilkins lighting it up from downtown.
Incredible there from that man, John Wilkins. It's the third 3-pointer for the Malian champions, and second from that left side.
And the largest lead of the game now for Stade Malien. Thompson, Foster. They both get caught up, and now there's a lot of chat between Foster trying to state his case on the floor here with the referee, Annie Joyce Muchenu, but she's not hearing it. And we have a look again at the long-range make from Wilkins. 3 more.
And the celebration there from the Stade Malien team. But Michael Thompson here on the free throw line. Today is his wife's birthday, Chantel, and he says he wants to dedicate today's performance to her.
Well, the veteran will try and do all that he can to dedicate the performance to his wife. France, Germany, Turkey, the French Pro League, played in Kazakhstan, or LNB Pro A in 2015 and 16, and he makes a free throw. Final 7 seconds of this second quarter. There's Amayo. Wilkins, same spot he hit from earlier. Wilkins to close out the quarter. Oh! Rattles off the rim for Wilkins. A lot of excitement on the bench of Stade Malien, and they have reason to be. They walk into the half 5 points ahead, and Ahly, the Red Devils, trail going into the half. It's been fantastic basketball here at the BK Arena, and the semifinals underway. The BAL Elevate Showcase set to take place on Friday. We've seen them on the court for their respective pro teams. Now watch them play live here at BK Arena Friday at 9:30. It should be a fantastic showcase.
Absolutely, Q. Looking forward to that.
Arabi and Ahly looking forward to the second half. Arabi looking for first touch, and there's a foul called Diarra, and there's a smile on his face because Arabi called for the offensive foul.
It is a matchup that we talked about in the beginning of the game. Aliou Diarra up against the 7-footer Arabi, and Aliou Diarra opening this third quarter with good energy, great attitude, and that's 3 personal fouls for Arabi.
It's been a quiet game for that man. No points yet unable to contribute on the offensive end. Wilkins, Amayo, Diarra and Berthe, they are the choice for Coach Kapakante. Start out the second half. Amin up on Amayo. And there's a foul call now, another offensive infringement. Less than ideal start for both of these teams.
Kevin Amayo just looking at the referee and a bit surprised there, but it was a foul, and you see how he was able to deal with that pick and roll. He could have made a better decision though.
Amot goes to ground, and with a quiet first half for Nuni Amot, averaging right around 18 points. This man is a natural scorer, and more usage for sure is what they're going to look for, and more scoring needed from him in the second half.
There's been a couple of changes there on the defensive side against Amot. It's Berthe switching up with Amayo, and you can see that they've so far done a good job, but he has the quality to, you know, get locked into the game and even deliver from the free throw line.
Played for the Baylor Bears in 2017-18 season. Spent some time with the Golden State Warriors in the Summer League, Westchester Knicks and Lakeland Magic, and here he is in the Basketball Africa League. Berthe, back within 4, Berthe. Ball spills out into the hands of Arabi now. Possession for Ahly. Zaran, extra pass. Thompson can't connect as it comes off the front iron. Long 3. Connected and collected by Stade Malien Wilkins. Now a chance for Diarra to go to work. Detached from Arabi. Diarra tapped in by Amayo. First score of the second half.
It is a good cleanup job there from Amayo to just put the ball back there. It's an important score for Stade Malien as they take a 6-point lead in this third quarter.
And certainly won't look to trade possessions. Ahly. Amin. Now, looks like there's a lot of focus and emphasis around the contact points on the offensive end as Diarra just looking a bit winded. The battle inside the paint continues.
It is a tough return there for Arabi, who's struggling there. Back-to-back turnovers for the 7-footer, and frustration on Julbe's face.
Foster. Stade Malien. Still 6 points, the gap. Amayo. Amayo, cross-court pass. Suleiman Berthe. Drives baseline, finds Diarra up, Diarra in. 2 more to the total, and Aliou Diarra gets the ball rolling.
It's a great combination there between Suleiman Berthe. We've seen that from the Sahara Conference, and they're continuing that here in the finals in Kigali.
Arabi, excellent work as he just seals Diarra inside the paint. First field goal, and that's going to be the way that Ahly want to try and open up out, inside out. Berthe sprints, drops off. There's Diarra. Short range can't go. Rebound is picked up. Now it's Amot. In transition, there's Amin for 3! And the customary 2 hands up for Ihab Amin.
13 points for the former Egyptian MVP. He's punishing Stade Malien, who lost focus there on defense. And they've closed that lead, and it's now a 3-point game.
Berthe. Amayo might like the matchup against Thompson. Thompson, sharp work as he taps away the deflection and controls turnover.
It's good defense there from Micah Thompson. There was no body contact. He touched the ball, and Amayo could have actually picked it up and continued play.
Amot. Thompson works around the double screen, pulls the jumper. Again, it rattles off, and the perimeter struggles still continue for Ahly. 42-39 the score. Diarra, cross court. Foster will try from the elbow. Rattles out. Amin cleans up. Amot back the other way quickly. Has the baseline. Opts for the pass out. Into Arabi. Cleaned out. What a big time block by Diarra.
That's exactly what we've been talking about. Ahly Diarra up against Arabi. He brings that kind of energy, and he's finally gotten his fast block against the 7-footer.
Fantastic work. The shot comes off. It's controlled by Zaran. Now, Ahmad, left-hand finish. That is great work again. Ahmad is able to get into the body of Berthe. He goes with the left hand and gets the finish.
It was a one-on-one situation, but just really looking at that block once again of Ahly Diarra against Arabi. But Nuni Ahmad, just one-on-one situation and easy basket.
Long range shot, long rebound. Diarra tries to control. He does keep alive. Another rebound. Foster turning out of control. And referee right there, Clyde Muller, calls the foul and the contact on Thompson. Thompson picks up his second. It's the second team foul for Al Ahly.
There's an interesting matchup there between Gregory Foster and Michael Thompson. They've been able to square up since the beginning of the game, and Gregory Foster just being able to go to the free throw line and add to his count. He's scored 4 points so far, but it's really been the leadership that he brings to this Stade Malien side from the backcourt, and just being able to organize the Malian champions in the right way.
4 points, 2.5 rebounds for his club in Mexico. Foster brought in as a veteran point guard to try and shore up the backcourt. This very young and exciting Stade Malien team. As Ahly Diarra goes off, back comes in BAL elevate player Ruben Chinyelo out of Nigeria. Chinyelo been given around about 20 minutes a game. Found a spot in this rotation on the Stade Malien team. Foster gets the second to fall.
He was 0 for 2 on the free throw line earlier, but those 2 points just coming in at the right time.
Thompson. That's Omar now matched up with Amayo. Chinyelo trying to patrol Omar through the contact. It's strong. Zaran wrestles it away, hustles it back. Amin from downtown. 3 more to the total. And that double-handed 3 comes up again for Amin as he ties it up at 44 apiece.
He's the man with the hot hand, Ehab Amin. He sees space and he punishes Stade Malien, who lost focus there for a minute.
Well, 16 points. Ehab Amin leads all scorers on the floor. And big minutes here, big time shot making. Nothing but net. He knocks down an important long range shot. It's the Red Devils who are fighting back here at BK Arena. We have a timeout called on the floor with 4:55 left. We're tied at 44. Out of the timeout, we're tied at 44 in the BK Arena, land of 1,000 hills. And yes, it is semi-final basketball in the Basketball Africa League. High stakes. The courtside must be a lot of tension in the huddles. Robbie, could you pick up anything?
Well, I think it's Coach Gary Kante just talking about how they got to tighten things up in defense, just giving Ahly a little bit more time, too much space to get their shots in. Just an extra step, get in their faces, make it complicated for them. And on the offense, they said, want a few more Berthe presence.
Yeah, Berthe has been very quiet for this Stade Malien team. Thank you very much, Robbie. And 1 of 2 from the from the free throw line for Chinyelo. 60% free throw shooter. And one more time, Stade Malien go into the lead. Amin. Now Berthe. Zaran drives in, splits the defense for a beautiful layup. And that's a much needed score and another lead change, 46-45.
Amir Zahan knows he's not the main man today, but
Berthe! Catch, shoot, connects for 3. Call for more Berthe. Oh, there's Solomon Berthe.
He's been working so hard on the defensive side, and finally he gets that. He keeps Stade Malien in the momentum that they need.
Backs down, Mahmoud, step back, nothing but net. And that's great individual offense from Nuni Omot. The matchup against Amayo right now, he's starting to heat up a little bit on the floor. Technical foul called on the floor. Amayo pick up a technical.
Well, it is his third personal foul in this one. He'll have to be more careful because he's been one of the go-to players for Stade Malien. He's scored 12 points so far and has been providing size for them in that paint. But Micah Thompson missing on the free throw line. That doesn't look good.
We was about to talk about the value of making free throws and how a technical foul can change momentum, but Thompson misses, so the game stays locked up at 48 apiece. But we've seen some technicals called today in these high-stake games.
There's so much pressure for all the teams playing in the semifinals.
Birthday! Contact, and Omot is the guilty party, the offender, right there inside as he walks away from a long-range shot from Silwan Birthday. Birthday, 20 points a game, 34 minutes, and with 30.4 minutes, has been one of the standout offensive players. He lit the BAL up on his debut and also just did some really great work alongside his partner Ahly Diarra. They've been two of the most talked about players since the Sahara Conference.
Yes, Birthday comes from a basketball family in Mali. His younger twin sisters have won everything at the under 16 and under 18 levels. They played at under 17 and under 19 basketball World Cups. But just really seeing him here shining and helping this Stade Malien team is just incredible.
Well, that incredible layup from Zaran, splitting the defense. And he's now on the bench. Birthday gets all three. Stade Malien up 3. 3:47 left in the third quarter.
Okay, you talk about the importance of free throws, and there you have it. 3-point lead thanks to the 3 free throws made by Birthday.
Thompson, long range shot, rattles out Fakwade. Close range, well contested. The rebound spills out. They have numbers. Birthday, block! Arabi cleans it out. It's controlled by this Ahly team.
Access denied there by Arabi using his size.
Oh, my, Amin.
Amin is unstoppable right now, and he goes up to 18 points. Just been very key and consistent for this Al Ahly side.
I mean business.
Long range shot, rattles out, and then gotta mean business all the time, Robbie.
Got it.
Up goes Nuni Omot, back the other way. Quick transition on both sides, and with 2:45 left, there really is very little to choose between these two teams. The block from Arabi, superb timing. Birthday probably better serve going glass, and now we look the other way, and business is being dealt by Amin as he finishes with the left hand.
And Al Ahly just really being able to get that momentum. And we know that basketball is a game of runs. They have the momentum right now. And Omot on the free throw line, just being able to convert there and tie this game at 51.
Well, we're tied once again. And another lead change as 90% free throw shooter Nuni Omot converts from the free throw line. Omot up to 11 points. Makan, Keita, Birthday attacking now. He'll float one over the 7-footer. Arabi, who controls on the miss, and Webster, who's back in. Trying something a little bit different now, Coach Jube. Omot going to try and work the matchup with Amayo. Amayo gets a hand on, a little bit of a deflection. 7 seconds left on the shot clock.
It's an interesting matchup there that has been going on since the first quarter between Nuni Omot and Amayo just being able to size up, but good hands there from Amayo. He needed something after that technical foul, and he's just continuing to get back into the game and be very key for Stade Malien.
Arabi, quiet afternoon, a quiet evening, 2 points. There's Ismail has just come in. Beautiful pass, beautiful finish.
Beautiful finish there from Ismail. He continues from what Arabi was able to build at the start of this start quarter. And that's sort of what he brings. He's quick on his feet and just really helps this Al Ahly side.
First 2 points for Ismail. Credit Fakwade with the assist, and now Chinyelo call for the push on the screen. That is 4th team foul. Second one, first one on Chinyelo. Some contact on what? And Amayo still that matchup, a focal point on both ends. Chinyelo will pick up the foul call. Thompson, Keita. Webster, round Ishmael screen. Webster, little right hand in English. Finessed by Corey Webster.
Beautiful finish there from Corey Webster. That's what he brings off the bench. He can give them scoring options, driving into the paint, but also scoring so that in and out conference in Cairo. And he's just being able to do that here against Stade Malien.
They start to unlock more options on the offensive end. Ahly. Keita drives in, scores. Once again, back and forth we go. Important make by Makan Keita.
Timely basket there from the Stade Malien captain, just being able to find some spaces in that paint among his tall trees from the Al Ahly side.
Ismail, Webster, 54 seconds left in the third quarter. 3-point game. Webster from long range. Big time three. Corey Webster.
That is 5 straight points for the New Zealander, and he's the man who has the form right now for Al Ahly.
Looks like it's ruled along too. Nonetheless, a big time make by Webster. There's Amayo, tries to go glass, comes off. Webster will try and control. 3-second differential between shot and game clock. Al Ahly now, the 5-point lead. Tables have turned. Webster finds Omot in the corner. Omot, time winding down. Omot, free throw line, jumper doesn't go, and now close range shot. Sound comes from the table. The rule shot clock violation. The rebound was picked up close range, and that was the shot from Webster. Foot on the line. It was actually a 2. And so now the referees confer, because Omot off the dribble got the shot off in time. It came off the rim. Ismail was close range, should have finished. And now the question is how much time left on the clock, because shot clock went off. Referees called the violation, so it will still be Al Ahly ball. So 0.6 seconds or 1.6 seconds will be put back on the clock. So just the delay as the shot clock is aligned with the referee's wishes. Chance for Al Ahly to get a score. Fakwade will turn, fire, and it'll come off the side of the back iron as Al Ahly have wrestled away the lead from Stade Malien here at the BK Arena. 53-58 in favor of the Red Devils. 10 minutes is all that's left in the Final Four of the Basketball Africa League. Let's have a quick look at the stats.
Yeah, looking at Al Ahly, they've been almost perfect from the field, 44%, but also just the way that the two teams have been sharing that ball. 13 assists for Al Ahly, 12 for Stade Malien. The rebounds, 31 for Al Ahly, 32 for Stade Malien. It's been really almost even, but Stade Malien, they've been doing a better job from the behind the arc with 4 3-pointers, just one more than the Egyptian champions.
13 points for Ahly Diarra, 9 rebounds to lead the way for Stade Malien. 12 and 10 as 3 players in double digits for Stade Malien. Ahly have been led by Ihab Amin, 18 points. Omar has chipped in with 11 of his own, and we've got 10 more minutes. The matchups are set, and we have high-stakes basketball. A place in the finals at stake. AS Douane advancing a little bit earlier against the Angolan Giants, Petro de Luanda. What awaits us in the final 10 minutes of this one?
Well, for sure, we'll have a new BAL champion after US Monastir failed to make it to the finals, and Petro are definitely out, so new finalists altogether.
Wild shot from Suleiman Brete, spills out, and important that Stade Malien and Ahly start the second half, or this fourth quarter. Well, it's another look at that shot that spills off. Corey Webster goes out of bounds. Still will be Stade Malien basketball. Keita turns, catches, shoots. Rebound is controlled well inside the paint. Ismail.
Well, Ismail is doing a great job there to box out Ahly Diarra and get themselves a second chance on the rebounds.
Webster. Contact. Keita and Webster put in perhaps a chance now to go across to Robbie. And Robbie, it looks like there's a lot more tension on the benches as the time continues to tick down.
There's a little bit more tension than over in the commentary positions where you guys are. You look relaxed and cool, but enjoying this big time. A little bit of tension, of course. Coach Julbe just saying, listen, you've really got to focus on those rebounds now. The defensive rebounds are so important because you got that lead. Now let's sit on it and let's try and build, because we're in a position we can.
Rebounding against Stade Malien, definitely a feature. Mamadou Keita picking up second team foul for Stade Malien.
And Coach Julbe did use a few words that I'm not going to repeat on air.
Thank you. Ahly Diarra cleans that out. Second block of the game. Keita. Pass. Sisuma was back in. High arcing shot. Falls. And that's a nice make.
That's a great contribution there from Sisuma, but really the block there from Ahly Diarra. He's leading season 3 on average in the block section, and that's the man.
Long rebound rather. Chance now in transition, out of control. Keita loses the basketball, falling out of bounds, and just looked like he had no control on that possession, and it's handed right back to Ahly.
It's commendable transitional defense there from Ahly, who were able to deny Stade Malien, and Makan Keita will know that he could have done better.
Webster for 3. Corey Webster.
That is his second 3-pointer, Corey Webster. And that's what we were talking about earlier, about his ability to turn things around and just give Ahly an edge. And that's what they have right now.
Long-range shot, the last one. His foot was on the line, this time making sure that he connects from downtown. And the lead up to 6. Long-range shot, replies, Sisuma banks one of his own.
It is suddenly a shooting clinic in this fourth quarter as both teams look to shooting behind the 3-point line.
I mean, working. Keita court again. And he's just having a little bit of trouble picking up the matchups in the backcourt. Picks up another foul call, and I think we're going to see a substitution called here. Keita will take a break, and Amayo comes in. Just a lot of frustration on the face of that man, Keita.
That is 3 quick fouls under 3 minutes for Mamadou Keita. And Amayo comes back on the floor. He got a breather earlier, and he'll be bringing that energy from the 3 quarters to this game now.
The screen is illegal, and Ismail tries to create some space for Webster. And that's a second personal foul on Ismail, first team foul, 7:41. And the calls will come in more frequently now as the pressure continues to build. Diarra, Makan Keita, still 3 points in it. Suleiman Brete loses possession. Amayo in the corner. Amayo The rebound is picked up. The turnaround jumper rattles out. Sisuma trying to score his third consecutive basket. It just spins out off the rim. And it's a chance now for Ahly on the other end to keep it at 5. Webster. Webster's little short jumper comes off the front iron. A little bit of a scoring drought for both teams. Amayo. Diarra likes the matchup. Diarra. Front iron on the little floater. And back and forth we go. Just consecutive misses as offensive execution. Frustrating. Amin! And the shot rattles off long. The transition pass is thrown away, and that brings a little break in play. And it has been frustrating, I think, for both of the coaches. A nice show of sportsmanship there as Diarra goes to ground. And Zaran right there to pick him up.
That's 4 turnovers for both teams. And just shows you how jittery, how tense and anxious both sets of players are. It is the last quarter. They're fighting for a place in the championship game, and so much is at stake.
Webster starting to find some form and some heat here in the fourth quarter. Corey Webster trying to work his matchup. 3-point game. There's 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Amin still leads the way with 18 points. Ahmad, the only other scorer in double digits for Ahly. Webster can be the third with the make from the long range here. He goes inside. Ismail fakes. Diarra comes down, and Diarra commits the foul.
Well, it is Diarra's 4th personal foul, and that will be a very key moment in this game. He's been their best player since the beginning of their road to the BAL, and it will be very complicated now for Coach Kabakante. Does he take him off? Does he leave him on the court? So far, it looks like he will risk and leave him on the court.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left in a do-or-die game, we're going to either trust the player or take him off until about the 3-minute mark and look to bring him back in. And the discussion is still continuing on the bench. Ismail, meanwhile, makes 1 of 2 and he takes the lead up to 4. Back the other way it is. Stade Malien need to score a couple of, well, it's the 3rd possession that they've gone up the floor, scoreless possession. And execution is going to be absolutely vital for the young Stade Malien team.
It is Ahly's 2nd team foul. They've been very disciplined on the defensive side, just really trying to avoid those fouls that could cause them any problems. But Stade Malien know that they have to continue to take the ball to the Egyptian champions.
Berte to inbound. Important possession. Keita. Berte. Double team. Berte creates some space. It's a turnaround jumper. That's good.
He made that look so easy, Berte.
Great offensive recognition, space creation, and scoring from Solomon Berte. Zaran spills out of his hands. Now back the other way it is. And the connection between Berte and Amayo is missed. The 3G signal ran out and the ball goes out of bounds.
Amayo did a great job there to get that steal, as we see NBA royalty there. Joakim Noah, former Chicago Bulls player, and Pops Mensah Bonsu from Ghana, just enjoying the action. But Amayo, he did well to steal that ball, but unable to connect with Berte, and it was a turnover.
Amin and Ahly searching. Webster elevates, and it comes off the front line. This work inside. Fakwade on the second chance opportunity. Fakwade.
That's a big bucket there from Fakwade. 8 points for the former Zamalek player, who's now looking to be only the 2nd player to win the BAL.
Solomon Berthe's quick shot rattles off the rim, gives a chance to Amin and Ahly. Fakwade gonna work. Turns baseline, nothing but net. and that is fantastic individual offense as Fakwade and Ahly take some momentum into the final 5 minutes or 4 minutes and 50 seconds of this fourth and final quarter. Ahly up 6, the Red Devils on the charge. Fakwade turns, fires, nothing but net, and 10 big points for Fakwade, 6 points to good Ahly. Well, both teams looking to advance to their maiden final appearance. Stade Malien and the Egyptian champions Ahly locked in a battle here at the BK Arena at 6 points the difference, and we just had a timeout on the floor. And while we have a chance, I think it's time to cross to our man courtside. Robbie, could you pick up anything sideline?
Coach Julbe wants to attack Ahly Diarra. He said they've got willing to pick up his 5th foul so that they can get him off the court.
Thank you very much, and that's a solid strategy. Just trying to get the star player for Stade Malien off the floor by Chinyelo and Diarra. Meanwhile, in 4 seconds on the clock, Amayo. Berthe is open. Berthe for 3. The rebound picked up by Diarra, and there's a contact call, I think, inside the paint, and the push foul is called. 3rd team foul. 2nd one on Fakwade. There's a battle royal inside the paint. It's Diarra and Chinyelo just proving a handful for this Ahly defense.
Well, to stop Ahly Diarra for sure, you need bodies in that paint, and Ahly are trying to do that.
Amayo. His shot from the short corner is contested, and Amin is contesting the call by the referees. 3.5 seconds left. You can understand the frustration right there.
Ahly have been playing this incredible zonal defense from the first quarter. They've done an incredible job to try and stop Stade Malien. They're everywhere putting up hands, but Amin, there's contact there on Amayo, and he will go to the free throw line.
Well, his hand wasn't up straight. He tried to put the hand right in the face of the shooter, got an inadvertent touch, and so now 3 big free throws for Calvin Amayo. He's got 12 points, gets the first. He's been great for Stade Malien. It's been one of his standout games so far, Calvin Amayo, because a lot of the narrative been around the 2 young players, and Amayo chipping in and stepping up when they need it most.
Yes, Amayo, of course, and Gregory Foster just being able to bring that experience, especially in a game like this, as we see John Wilkins coming back onto the floor and give Ahly Diarra a couple of minutes to breathe. They'll need him in the last minutes of this game.
Well, he shorts the 3rd shot, gets 2 of 3. Still 4-point game in it. Diarra on the bench. He's going to have to watch for a little while his teammates try to work. There's the pass from Thompson searching for Omot, and Omot can't hold, and hand in head as the frustration of a turnover comes to the fore. Chinyelo with his hand up, and defense is the call from both benches.
That is 14th turnover for Ahly as Stade Malien look to reduce this deficit.
Solomon Berthe now. Chinyelo. Amayo. Amin up on him. Amin almost gets a touch on. It's able to get by the double team and then spills into the body of Fakwade. Contact is called, and I do believe Fakwade will pick up just another foul. No, it's Amin actually who's going to get called for the tap around the back.
And Amin just really trying to, sneak his hand into the ball there.
Well, a chance now to just catch up with Europe. With 3 minutes left, there's got to be a lot happening courtside.
I think that what's interesting here is that, the tactics of trying to attack Diarra has backfired, because Diarra's gone off, being protected by Coach Kawa, and then on the other side, they're drawing fouls and they're going to the free throw line. And so I think the tactics are very smart here for Stade Malien, but it's up to Coach Julbe to hit back. But there's a lot of tension over here, I can tell you that.
Well, Coach Julbe, of course, has seen what success in the Basketball Africa League looks like picking up a win with Zamalek in the inaugural season. On that team was Fakwade. One wonders how much he has to draw in that experienced chest just down the stretch in this very all-important knockout game. Contact as Fakwade, talking about him, picks up another foul.
Well, it is a dangerous time for Fakwade to get that foul. And it is his third personal foul, but Amin trying to beat Berta there, and on the screen, that's how he got the foul, Fakwade.
Wilkins, open from the top of the key, fires with confidence, the ball comes off the rebound. Amin battling with the Mayo heel control. There's contact call again. Both teams now are in the penalty with 3:20 left.
There's 6 players on the Ahly side that have 3 personal fouls, but that is something they can handle.
The ball actually goes out of bounds, so no foul call. Just going to be Ahly possession. Thompson. Hands off to Webster, finds Omot in great position. Up, under, and in. 2 more to the total.
Beautiful bucket there from Omot, timely, just right under the net there. And he gets 2 easy points. It's a 5-point game. Every possession matters at this point.
Wow, a little right-hand English for Nuni Omot. Chinyelo. Seen him call for that contact again, and now he picks up another one as Ruben Chinyelo. Screen position just going a little bit low, and because they are in the bonus and in the penalty, and just have a look. Amin trying to go around the screen, gets caught on the leg of Chinyelo, and there going to be another call, 5-point differential. That is the 15th foul. Ahly looking to close out strong. Contact call again, and now what this means is that Thompson will get a chance to go to the free throw line. We saw the importance of free throws in the previous game. AS Duarte making it count from the free throw line. Big free throws from Boise and Crawford down the stretch, and Thompson now with big free throws of his own.
Well, Michael Thompson, he's 2 for 3 on the free throw line. And Ahly, they've done a great job, really, on the charity line. They're scoring at 73%. They know that in big games like this, it's a game of fine margins, and that free throw could count a lot going forward.
Still at 2 possessions. Score here will make it a 3-possession game. Back in comes Diarra. Chinyelo will go back to the bench for Coach Kabakante. And a look at what Thompson has done from the field into double digits, the 4th Ahly player to do so.
Michael Thompson just bringing that much experience. He came out of retirement to play in the BAL from Chicago, and he's really been having so much fun here playing in the BAL.
Well, we've seen more off-the-ball calls coming in from the officials on the floor. I mean, walking across to go and try and have a conversation. He's been busy conversating all afternoon, and we have a look at Foster. And Thompson is the guilty party as he picks up the 4th foul.
It is a matchup that we've been following very closely in this game. Gregory Foster and Michael Thompson. And Gregory just being able to shoot 50% on the free throw line. He was 2 for 4 going into that one. He's 3 for 5 now.
33-year-old point guard listed at 1.9 meters. Gregory Thompson gets the 2nd. Back within 6. Thompson will take his time. Omot. Thompson pulls back. Webster drives in, creates some space. Webster shot, just back iron it is. Now it's Foster back the other way. I mean, the deflection, high arcing shot from Tiara comes off the front iron. And there is Arabi who goes to ground, and the tension is tangible for both teams.
It is 3 personal fouls there for Amayo, as Orabi will head to the free throw line because Stade Malien are in the red.
Yeah, there is more contact, and Orabi has been great from the field for Ahly throughout conference play, having a quiet one. Only 2 points in this one, but here he has a chance now at the free throw line. 2 points, 2 rebounds, but not his usual production at all for Coach Julbe.
Well, obviously playing for 15 minutes as a 7-footer is not really impressive figures, but of course on defense his body is able to just force Stade Malien to look for option 3 and 4 on the scoring. But now he has an opportunity to expand this lead.
Orabi misses the second. Empty trip it was for him. Zaran controls. They'll take more time off the clock. Ahmad into the final 2 minutes of this BAL semi-final. Ahmad tightly guarded by Foster. Ahmad, up, under, and there's a contact call. And so individual offense from Nuni Ahmad under pressure. He'll get a chance now to go back to the charity stripe. Another look, the ball fake, and that will be the 5th foul on Ariu Diarra, and that's going to be the end of his afternoon and his evening. And that is going to be a crucial foul here for Diarra and Stade Malien.
That's a big loss for the Malian champions, their best player fouling out. And you could see that Nuni Ahmad was actually looking for him so that he can take him out of the game. But Nuni Ahmad, incredible on the free throw line, shooting at 83% so far in this game.
He's been around 90% from the free throw line all tournament long, and he just knows how to get a bucket when needed. The lead now up to 8. 13 points, 10 rebounds, and that'll be the end of the evening for Ahly Diarra. 8-point lead for Ahly, 64-72. And with 1:45 left, it's hard to see where they're going to get buckets from. It's their leading scorer and presence in the paint, Ahly Diarra, out of it. A lot of adjustments going to be needed from Coach Kabakante. Solomon Brete may provide an answer. He's got 12 points. Calvin Amayo has led the way with 15 points. He's still got 3 fouls. And for Ahly, they have so many options, especially in the form of Amin and Ahmad.
Stade Malien still have the quality to actually pull this one from the teeth of a loss. But just really looking at the game stats, Ehab Amin has a game-high 18 points, 6 rebounds. Has been incredible. Ahmad, the South Sudanese, with 15 points, 3 rebounds, but also Fakwada and Thompson in double figures there. And on the other side,
well, we talked about Ahly Diarra's double-double, 13 points, 10 rebounds. He's not going to be taking part in this one. Calvin Amayo might still have a role to play. Berthe, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 12 points. And it's going to be fascinating as this one winds down.
Well, just being able to look at the body language there from Stade Malien. They have a couple of veterans on the floor coming back for this last 1 minute, 45 seconds. Amayo has been frustrated in this quarter with those 2 personal fouls. But Berthe, Chinyelu, John Wilkins, and Makan Keita, the captain, are the players that have been entrusted with the remaining action in this game.
Ahmad, Arabi, Amin, Zaran, and Webster, they are on the floor for Coach Julbe. An important series of possessions. Execution is always important, but more important here in the final 145. Could be the final 145 for Stade Malien. Could be the final 145 for Ahly. Amayo, Keita, his mid-range shot rattles out. Arabi controls the rebound.
It is an important rebound there from Arabi. It gives Al Ahly an opportunity to control the ball and run down the clock as the game goes into the final 1 minute.
Oh, they look to foul. Now the fake, the drive. Amin trying to find Arabi. It's tapped away. The chance here for a quick score. Stade Malien. Wilkins contested, and there's the foul call. Zaran irate as he gets a touch on. So it's going to be 3 free throws for Wilkins, and this can change the complexion of this one.
Well, it depends how John Wilkins will react on that free throw line. He's had a very quiet game, played almost 20 minutes now, and just not been able to bring forward a lot of quality on the offensive side. He has 3 points of 5 rebounds and misses the first one.
John Wilkins out of Illinois State. He's also played some basketball in Belgium, Morocco, and France. And he represented Morocco at AfroBasket in 2017. He makes the second one for. He's been giving Stade Malien about 4.4 points. He was 100% from the free throw line before that miss. And he's got one more shot at the free throw line. Well, he gets the second, back within 6. Quick foul, probably likely. Webster, Ahly, drives, and Wilkins forced into the foul.
Well, it is a 4th personal foul there for John Wilkins. And with 6 points, with a 6-point lead, Ahly know that if they score on this free throw line right now, they could have 1 foot into the final.
Well, I mean, misses the first.
Must be the commentator's curse, though.
It can be the commentator's curse. He reportedly became the most expensive player in Egyptian basketball history. Yeah, I mean, when he was signed to Ahly, and he's proved his value over the years. Egyptian League MVP in 2022, Egyptian League champion in 2013 and 2022. And here he is trying to state this case as they make their way towards a BAL championship game.
Well, they have an opportunity to go to a final and perhaps win their first ever BAL trophy. Zamalek, the arch rivals, did that in season 1. They want to at least match them. They've already booked their slot in season 4 of the BAL next year, just coming off fresh victory there against Ittihad Alexandria before arriving here last week.
Well, with everything happening on the floor now, the substitution denied as Zaran tried to come in, and the referees that had not approved it. And we have a look at what's been happening from the free throw line, 66 and 69% respectively. I mean, wow, he goes strong on the miss. Pete, Chinyelo! And Chinyelo speeding up the floor. He goes down hard. And Arabi was trailing late. There was definite contact, and Chinyelo holding his hip area where he's quick to rise. He's back up on the floor, and you just have a look as Arabi, hard foul, and Chinyelo just hitting into the back part, the base of the rim.
Well, there's definitely contact there from Arabi on Chinyelo, who's walking towards the bench while holding his left hip, but he looks fine.
Well,
the
replay has been triggered here by the referees on the floor. And they're going to look at the contact situation, especially in the final 2 minutes. They might call an upgrade on the foul, looking to see if it was flagrant, if Arabi made an attempt at the basketball or if he was just trying to create contact. Robbie, can you pick up anything close by?
Well, the initial reaction is that they're looking at an unsportsmanlike foul, but we'll get clarification in a couple of seconds.
Thank you very much.
Well, as we wait for Clyde Muller from the US, crew chief of this game, alongside Jean-Sever Ruhamiriza from Rwanda, and of course, as Joyce Muchenu from Zimbabwe looks on.
Well, Robbie, 3 points has been a really frustrating evening for him on the offensive end, and he'll wait as they look. And I think they've now got some clarity. And there's always going to be a conference. All 3 referees weigh in, and crew chief Clyde Muller will lead the conversation.
But it's interesting to see that, you know, now we have technology and there's an opportunity, especially for a moment in a game that can turn around things.
Well, the call is going to come in, and
Yeah, just a normal common foul, finally.
well, common foul is called. Thank you very much, Robbie. Right there, courtside, to pick up the information as it was unfolding. Fourth personal foul for Omar Arabi. And a chance now for young Chinyelo to go to the free throw line. The pass ahead from Berthe. Chinyelo had one thing in mind, and you know that it was going to be a two-handed flush, but Arabi comes in for the hard contact foul, and now going to earn it from charity stripe. Chinyelo, it's been a great example of the Elevate program. He's committed to Washington State in the U.S., played for Ferroviario de Beira in his first stint in the Basketball Africa League. 9.7 minutes for 3 points. He's bumped his numbers up. 20 minutes, 5 points, 8 rebounds for Stade Malien. He's received a lot of usage from Coach Kabakante.
Absolutely incredible, really, to see how he's grown in leaps and bounds. Just being able to play for this Stade Malien side alongside very experienced players, and just continuing to also be an ambassador of Nigerian basketball.
Gets both. Those are big free throws now. It's back within 4.
It's back within 4, and now the strategy is really for Stade Malien to get a foul in. But Ahly, they'll want to run down the clock.
Thompson to Webster. Webster. Three ball handlers on the floor for Coach Jobe. Omot. Thompson is impeded, and there's a foul called on Amayo again. And I'm not sure about the selection of who they're trying to get to the free throw line. No, you got to try and pick your battles. Thompson missed a couple of free throws early, but, you know, I think sending him to the free throw line, maybe not the best choice right now for Stade Malien. Fourth personal foul for Amayo.
Well, Michael Thompson.
Commentators curse.
Commentators curse, but really before that, he had scored 4 for 5. But there's a lot of pressure, really, on the court right now. But Thompson, he has so much experience. And if he scores this one, it will go a long way in helping Ahly to have a fine decision there on this victory.
Berthe leans in, and there was a call for 3 shots from Berthe, who tried to avoid the contact. Webster is now going to plead his case with crew chief Clyde Muller. There's a lot of drama happening here on the floor.
There's a lot of drama, and just looking at the replay there as Berthe tries to attempt,
and Webster will pick up his foot. And that little hand in the back, really the infringement, a chance to bring it back within 2. Berthe
is shooting 100% on the free throw line. That's 4 for 4. Perfect player to go to the line, and it's a 4-point game.
And then we have another look. Berthe gets the second. Well, front iron the second. Just a little touch on the back. Gets the third, so 2 of 3 for Solomon Berthe, and they are back within 3. Quick foul. Back and forth we'll go. We'll continue to see fouls and contact between the 2 teams. And free throw shooting really going to matter down the stretch for both these teams.
Well, we talked about a game of margins, and this is what it's going to come down to. Who can score the most on the free throw line?
Foul count is going to continue to matter. Thompson misses. 31.4 seconds left. The look on Coach Joube's face is one of displeasure.
Joube cannot believe what he's looking at right now.
Thompson makes the second. And a timeout is called now, Coach Kabakante, as Ahly hold on to just a 4-point lead with just about 31.4 seconds left. Stade Malien going to try and manufacture a shot from the timeout.
Looking at Stade Malien, they have a couple of players who can shoot the ball from behind the arc. They have Kelvin Amayo, they have Gregory Foster, John Wilkins, but he's been really struggling in this game. He's not been able to find his scoring prowess. But let's see what Coach Kabakante will come up with in these final seconds.
He also has the veteran Mamadou Keita, who was used for perimeter shooting throughout their competition. Sisuma might play a role, and he can go he can vary the players that he has on the floor. We have a look at Calvin Amayo's 15 points on 50% shooting, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. He's 2 of 5 from downtown, and Amin has been great. 50% for his 18, 6 rebounds and 3 assists, and the floor general and shooting guard at times has been a standout for Ahly in what has been a very, very tightly contested one here at the BK Arena.
Yeah, they have Amin just coming back on the floor for the final seconds. He's been entrusted with the duty on both ends of the court. He's earned it, he deserves it, and now, here we go.
Very quickly, Robbie, what did you pick up?
They'll go for Amayo or Wilkins. Amayo first.
Amayo. Wilkins, and there's another contact call, hands straight up, and the crowd is getting involved. Thompson can't believe it at all, but it's going to be Wilkins to the free throw line.
It was between one or the other. I think we saw this Wilkins.
Wow, this is absolutely very tense, unreal. And just looking at Micah Thompson, there was definitely a mismatch there. Once he put up his hand and it went over, it was a foul.
You saw the hand leaning in, a little touch on the elbow from Thompson, and he is done for this evening. That's his 5th personal.
He's fouled out, and that's a detriment to this Al Ahly side. But we can see that, of course, Coach Jube coming up with a couple of tactics as
Orabi comes in, Ismail Kasaif comes in. They want to control in case they're out, misses big free throws. Wilkins gets the first.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible there from Wilkins.
Second is good. Crowd getting involved at the BK Arena. Big, big free throw here for John Wilkins. Third one falls, and now 1-point game. Very quick contact is called, and we've seen some really great free throw shooting from Stade Malien down the stretch. And Amin is going to have to do the same on the other end.
Wow, we talked about this being a game of fine margins, and you can see that there's confidence back on that Stade Malien bench. Suleiman Berthe just getting in some of the confidence there from the coaches. And Ehab Amin, he has the duty to now deliver the goods for Al Ahly.
Pressure free throws. First one is good. The crowd absolutely involved in every single free throw attempt. Amin misses the second. There's a scramble for the ball on the floor, and it's going to be called a jump ball.
It is a jump ball, and it will be Al Ahly ball.
Well, tense moments here for Al Ahly, tense moments for Stade Malien. There's very little to choose between the two teams, and there is another, timeout called on the floor. Coach Jube had one more in the bag with 24.2 seconds left. It's high drama, high stakes in the Final Four of the Basketball Africa League.
It was very important really for Ehab Amin to make the first one and miss the second one so that they have a chance to get the rebound. They had Safe, they had Orabi in there to get the rebound. And now with the jump ball, they have an opportunity to turn things around. They can make a three-point play and turn this game to dead.
Well, they're going to try and take as much time as possible off the shot and game clock because it's in their interest to try and either get a shot that's going to allow them to get a foul, or just take as much time off the clock as possible, put the ball in the hands of one of their best free throw shooters.
Well, Coach Kabakante is not just seated there waiting for Al Ahly to pass the ball around. They're going to look to foul one of the Al Ahly players, send them to the line, and then call another timeout and start the ball from midway. And let's see, we still have a lot of basketball to be played in this 24 seconds.
There's 24 seconds left. Amayo's got 4, Keita's got 4, Wilkins has 4 fouls. Webster has 4 fouls for Al Ahly, and Orabi has 4 fouls as well. Their foul count is high. It is penalty basketball, it's strategy. And it's going to come down to execution on the free throw line and on the floor.
It will be definitely Suleiman Berthe to be given the duties to foul. He's the man who has 3 personal fouls and has the luxury to make that happen right now.
Amot. The pass to Orabi. Foul, and the contest comes in quickly. Amayo is going to be called. No, Solomon Berthe is called for the foul, and you called it. A chance now for that man, Amot, to go to the free throw line. It's decision time.
It is decision time. We talked about tactics. This is where you see games won or lost on the line.
Amot, 4th personal foul for Solomon Berthe. Pressure free throws again. First one is good. 90% throughout competition, to say again for Nuni Amot. Lead up to 3. Misses the second. That's picked up by Wilkins. They can tie with the make here. Berthe into the hands of Chinyelu. The ball is spilled. Now it's Amin. Amin for 2. It's a big time make by Ehab Amin. 21 points, and the disappointment on the face of Aliou Diarra.
It is a big moment there in the game. What an amazing run there from Ehab Amin. He has the highway to the basket. He gets the basket. He was on the free throw line earlier, but really John Wilkins could not stop him, and it was an easy basket, and you could see what it means for the fans in the stands.
7 seconds. Amayo drives, block Orabi, and another great defensive play as that's the exclamation mark. That is probably going to be it. The leg of Orabi inside the paint for Al Ahly will secure another opportunity for Coach Zulbe and Fakwade. And it's Al Ahly who are victorious today at the BK Arena, picking up a big win, and they will advance to the finals of the Basketball Africa League in 2023. And the Nile Conference, Sahara Conference all come to a close in style. This game, final game, second semi-final, 73-78 to Al Ahly. We saw a great game from Amin. Fakwade played his role. Amot was better in the second half, 15 big points. It's 73, Stade Malien, 78 Al Ahly at the BK Arena.
It is an incredible result there for the Egyptian champions. Very deserved. They were relentless, they were consistent throughout the game, and they managed to get themselves for the very first time in a BAL final.
Well, disappointment on the faces of Stade Malien and Keita, Coach Kabakante, but they fought tooth and nail from start to finish. They were back within 2. The lead changes were tangible, and we have a look quickly at what happened from the different players on the floor.
We're looking at the numbers. 4 Al Ahly players in double digits there. 21 from Ehab Amin, a really most valuable player performance from the former Egyptian League champion, and also Nuni Ahmad coming in with 16 points, Micah Thompson 12, Fakwade 10, and Corey Webster from the bench to amass 7 points there. But really on the other side, Kelvin Amaya with 15 and a double-double for Aliou Diarra. He got fouled out. He was unable to build on that, and Stade Malien will be settling for third and fourth place playoff.
Well, you have a look at what Amin was able to do. 21 points, 53% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, and we will have a chance now to get the thoughts and insights of Ehab Amin, who is the game MVP.
Yes, I'm here with Ehab Amin. Congratulations, first of all. You've made it. You're into the final. Your first feelings about this exceptional journey?
Thank you so much. We're definitely pleased with the win. We didn't finish out the game the way we did. We had like a 8-point lead and missed a lot of free throws. We had a couple of unforced errors on the offensive end at the fourth quarter that we should get better. We're going to look at film and hopefully get better before Saturday.
On a personal note, very satisfactory for you with a big points tally there with 21, looking very strong out there and getting his shots from the free throw line. How does it feel to have played like that tonight?
Definitely feels good. Got to make my free throws, though. Got to make my free throws, got to finish the game. Great team effort. Their Mali team is a beast on the board. I think we did a pretty good job in the second half, adjusting and boxing out. That was key for us. We're very happy for the win.
And what about the final? Now you're into the final. Put a smile on your face. You're come up against AS Douane. That's going to be an almighty battle.
Definitely. They're a great team. Everybody slept on them and had Petro Rwanda as favorites. They beat them. They were up the whole game. They're a very good team, very well coached, a lot of good guards. It's going to be a hell of a game, but we'll be ready to go.
We're looking forward to it. Thanks so much. See you on Saturday.
Thank you so much. See you then.
Well, thoughts there from Ehab Amin, and it's going to be a titanic struggle on Saturday as AS Douane take on Ahly. But let's look at how they managed to pick up this win here in the semifinals.
So looking at the field goal percentage, 44 for Ahly. They seemed like they struggled a little bit earlier, but they got that going. They passed that ball around, shared it, 17 assists as compared to Stade Malien. It was a little bit more balanced from the two teams, but in those final 2 minutes of the game, Ahly, with so much experience, former African champions, they were able to stand out, and now they're going to their first ever BAL final and a chance to win the trophy.
And we look, it's all set. The bracket is confirmed. And we have our two finalists. It's El Ahly, AS Douane, that will do battle on Saturday, the 27th of May here at the BK Arena. It's been so fascinating making this journey tangible, and now the playoffs are finally set. The two best teams have been determined, and the right to be crowned BAL champion awaits all of the teams in there. El Ahly, the Red Devils, champions of Egypt, take on the Senegalese champions, AS Douane, and that should be a battle for the ages. A new champion will be crowned. Will it come from the north part of Africa, or will it be the west? I guess is the question. Who the best will be. The third, fourth place playoff awaits Petro de Rwanda and Stade Malien, and that game will take place on Friday. And that will be the 26th of May at 6 p.m. local time. Still one more game for both of those teams, and then the all-important one, 6 p.m. Saturday, the Giants clash here in the land of 1,000 hills in the BK Arena. Should be one for the ages. Ehab Amin takes a walk into the locker room, satisfied with his 21 points. A big win for the Red Devils. Signing out, Quinton Denason, Robbie Knox, and Asha Kamagisha, and the team.